Hey beauties, it's Riri. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty, and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. Today, we're going to be testing out some brand new RABANNE Beauty makeup. I did get a small quad palette, and I also got the mascara. Everything else that is on my face is going to be listed down below. If you do choose to shop through those links, I will earn a small commission, so thank you for helping to support the channel. I'm diving right in because I'm really excited. We're going to talk some deets first. I have the little quad palette, and this is called the Eyephoria Handbag Palette. The color story that I got was Paradise Lost, Then Found. And this is $38, and it is vegan. It is supposed to have a matte leather formulation, and then a metal full, a sparkling luster shadow, and then a gloss vinyl shadow. There is the back, so you can see the different finishes. This palette contains 3 metal shades: ultra powerful metallic powders, wet effect metal full look, highly pigmented and intense colors. 1 matte shade, highly pigmented and vibrant color with a soft leathery finish. Extremely smooth, creamy, and silky to the touch. Extremely excited about this, so I'm literally just gonna dive straight in. I did get this and purchase this with my Ulta points, so I'm gonna base it not off me getting it with my points, but basing it off of if I paid $38 for this particular quad. As much as I love the packaging and I do think that it is aesthetically really beautiful, I also hate this kind of packaging solely because it does get so incredibly dirty. So here's the color story. You guys know that I love greens so much, so this was definitely the one that I wanted to pick up. I will go ahead and swatch them for you guys really quickly. The matte, it literally feels like silk. It feels like a silk, like serum-y finish. It feels incredible. And hopefully you can see like the little bit of like a sheeniness to that, hence kind of having that like leather-esque type of quality to it. I would very much compare it to the like Natasha Denona, the cream to matte formula, which I'm a huge fan of. And first up, I'm going to go into the dark green, which is called Twisted Forest, and these are made in Italy. I have a little bit more of a, I guess, scratchy brush, if you will. And I'm going to go, whoa. Let me disperse this onto both. I probably picked up a little bit too much because it did not swatch like this. Anyways, I'm going to stay kind of low and keep this on the outer half of the lid. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that is very true to pan color. The only thing with this type of formulation, even with the Natasha Denona one, I definitely have to prep. I do have my Glam Light Icing Eye Base on. I do have to prep, but sometimes if these don't kind of like self-set, you know, completely set down, they will crease on me. So just noting that for you guys. I think I'm going to go in with a little small brush, like a little tiny pencil brush, and go back in lightly this time. And just kind of further. Okay, this feels literally weightless. The best way I can describe this is like the silicone-y, very smooth, like serum-like texture of like a silicone type primer. That's how it feels. It is incredibly pigmented, and I did not think it was going to be, so I'm really liking that. And because this is a more cream product, I'm also going to take this down to the lower lash line and just kind of connect everything. And because that was a lot more pigmented than I anticipated it being, I am going to take a wipe. I'm probably going to have to like fix my makeup a little bit, but I went a little bit too far out here. Okay, crisis averted. I'm going to take this same exact brush. I'm actually going to tap it off. I always keep a little towel down here on my lap, so I don't want to have any additional product. And with this brush, I'm going to softly start feathering the edge. I do feel like it is setting down in place. Hopefully you can tell that it's blending really well. Yeah, it is completely set down. That is shockingly very nice. Next up, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Heavens, and it is a metal. I'm going to go in with a flat smudger or like shader type brush. See how it picks up on the brush. And kind of in between where this shade is and where I have no product yet, I want to place this down. And if we don't get enough kind of coverage or, you know, level of depth using the brush, then I will go in with my finger like I typically do. It picks up okay on the brush. I'm just a fan of putting on metallic shades with my finger. That is just my preference. I feel like you get the best bang for your buck. So I am going to go ahead and go in with my finger. And yes, definitely better. Not the most like high shine, fold, like special glimmery type of shade. And that's just my preference. Maybe that's not your preference, so maybe you like a finish like this. I kind of call this more like traditional or more old school, if you will, like shimmers or metallic formula. Not that it's not beautiful, it is really pretty. It's just not my favorite. Next up, I think I'm also going to try the brush. I'm going to go into the green shade here, which is called All God's Creatures. Again, I'm going to try to pick it up with a brush. And if you have natural hair brushes, that might work a little bit better here. All right, that definitely picks up better than the other shade did. Now, this one is a little bit more special. It's got a little bit of sparkle and stuff to it, which is like my preference. And I'm just trying to create just a soft gradient here, going from the darkest green into the lightest. Again, I'm going to go in with my finger. And I feel like this is kind of pretty hard in the pan, too. Maybe that's just the nature of it. Okay, definitely more intense when we use our fingers. You could also go in with a silicone applicator. They're incredibly affordable. You can get them from anywhere, literally Amazon, Ulta, wherever. And I did purchase these, like I said, through Ulta. I just used up my points and stuff like that. And at my time of filming, I have not seen anybody talk about these at all. I don't know anything about them. I just happened to see it pop up in the new, and they had a green color story, so, you know, I went for it. And then last up, I'm going to go in with a teeny tiny little pencil brush, and I'm going to come over here to our very last shade, which is Another Land. Again, going to try to pick it up with my brush and see what happens. If not, we can also try wetting the brush and or using our fingers. I'm getting a little something. And I'm going to put this on the very inner corner and the last little bit of kind of empty lid space here. Pretty, but not blowing my socks off. I am going to try to wet the brush. That's something else too. I think so often we kind of test something out and we immediately write it off if it doesn't work, you know, kind of out the gate, so to speak. But sometimes products take a little bit of finagling. Sometimes you have to use different bases. Sometimes you need a different brush. Sometimes you need a glitter glue, whatever the case may be. Still beautiful. The overall look is still beautiful and the gradient is there. The blend is there. I think everything looks super, super pretty. I'm just going to take a little spray. I'll just use my little Nomad Air one and wet the brush. And then I'll try to go in again. Oh yeah, a little bit more punchy with a wet brush, as you can hopefully see. Also, peep the headband. It does glow in the dark. I love it. And of course, I have my skulls on. You guys won't see this today, but I am filming on Halloween. If you do celebrate Halloween, or past tense, if you did celebrate Halloween when you're seeing this, what was your costume? And do you have little ones? And what were their costumes? I missed Caleb obviously being little. For those of you who are new, I am a new empty nester going in with my pinky just because I want more. I'm a new empty nester and I definitely miss my son being small. I love Halloween. We had a Halloween party. I love to dress up. I love Halloween movies. And it's not even so much you know, Halloween. I love just fall. I love that kind of, for me and for here, you know, in the South, Halloween for us kind of signifies it's starting to finally cool off, you know what I'm saying? And it's not 8,000 degrees outside with insane humidity levels. I'm gonna sit on this for a second. We're gonna talk about the eyeshadow, and then I'll give some full thoughts. The eyeshadow I got the mini of, that is the RABANNE Eyephoria. I keep wanting to say Euphoria. That's kind of a play on Euphoria, maybe. The Eyephoria Famous Mascara, we'll see. This is a 5-in-1 mascara. It is supposed to be deep black, high volume, natural definition, length, and curl. I did opt for the mini for $15, y'all. I am a mascara lover. I am very picky and particular about my mascaras. I do really like the packaging here. And I think I'm gonna like this. It seems like a little bit of a thicker, drier, more whipped, dense formula, which I love. And I love, love, love this type of wand. I'm going to use my Revlon eyelash curler, as I always do. And then we're going to see if this is really famous. I'll be right back. Okay. Pretty sure even sped up, you know my thoughts. It's there and it gives a little something something. I personally would not repurchase this. I'll use it up and I may have different thoughts. Sometimes as a mascara is open for a little while and it dries out a little bit, the texture kind of changes some. I tend to like them a little bit more. We'll see. I'll definitely come back and update you guys. The look overall with the eyeshadow palette, it is stunning. This is a me look. This is literally an all day, every day type of look for me. The standout shadow for me personally is that matte like leather shade. I think it is absolutely exquisitely beautiful. The texture of this, I cannot even explain to you how incredibly smooth this feels. It feels like a serum. It feels like there's skincare in here. Aside from that though, and then maybe this shadow, if I had to put it with, you know, like an eye base, a sticky primer or something like that, I would like it a little bit more. But for $38, genuinely, I expected more. Now, here's what I'm going to say. I personally would not repurchase this at the $38 price point. I will note though, because of how special this one is, and I think that this one is also really pretty, it is sparkly and stuff like that, I think if you've been on the fence, or maybe you're somebody that's like, man, I really want to try Natasha Denona for that cream to powder or formula, $38. If you have some points, there's also a $3.50 coupon right now through Ulta, and they typically run coupons quite frequently. You know, if you can get it for that price point, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I'm disappointed only in the regard of it is supposed to be very luxe, very high end, and this is a $40 quad. The mascara, it's literally, I don't like it. I don't like the mascara. I like a little bit more. I like a lifting and a curling effect, and I like a lot of volume. And even for it to say that it's super black, it's not. I could almost achieve this same type of look. I just happen to have this here because it was in my overnight bag with the ColourPop Sage of the Day. It's obviously a little bit different with like the browns and stuff in here, but I literally could create just about this same exact type of look for like 12 or 14 bucks. So those are my thoughts. I think if you're just kind of intrigued, you love the color story, they have little duos as well. I just expected more. That's all. Not that it's a horrible product, not that it's bad. I will obviously update and let you guys know, you know, long wearability. That is my little mini first impression / review. The mascara is a definite no for me. And depending on how this wears, I'll kind of keep you guys updated and stuff like that. If you can get it on sale, you can use some points, a coupon, whatever. Or if you're just inquisitive like I was, or if you're a fan of PACO Rabanne, then I say go for it. For me personally, I don't feel like it's worth $38. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Let's have that conversation. I love you beauties. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your best beautiful. Bye beauties. Not mascara. that looks almost like I have nothing on. I use my points on that too. There we go. Oh well, you win some and you lose some. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now.